Ricketts Glen State Park boasts breathtaking waterfalls, pristine hiking trails, and the beautiful waters of Lake Jean. And just a bit over 4 miles away sits Hikers Café number 13 at Fishing Creek Lodge at Ricketts. Whether or not you hit the hiking trails, you can drop by this rustic cafe, enjoy a delicious sandwich, fresh baked goods, and the perfect coffee drink. Terry, what are we preparing today?
We're gonna make a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel. We make our own sausage. We pick out our own meat, spice it, grind it, and it's very lean. So we're just gonna add the eggs.
Okay.
Just add a little bit of salt. And then we take an everything bagel or a plain bagel.
And your bagels are really delicious, aren't they?
Yeah, they're New York City style bagels. So I'll add a piece of cheese to the egg.
And what type of cheese are we using on the sandwich?
That's just standard American cheese.
Oh, great.
So then our bagel's almost done. Then we do add a little butter to the bagel. And then our sausage is done. Slightly brown on both sides.
Beautiful.
And we add our egg and cheese.
Nice.
And that is our bagel sandwich.
Now, Terry, you have another item for us. What are you making?
We're gonna do a apple brie and honey panini.
Ooh, that sounds good. All right, well, let's get started.
Okay, we have fresh local bread, panini bread, fresh local honey, fresh local apples,
Oh, great.
and we're gonna put this together.
Let's do it.
We're gonna add a little butter, then we're gonna add our apples.
Brie and apples, like what a great combo on a sandwich.
Yeah, people usually love this.
Love it.
Then we're gonna add our brie, and that'll melt all through that when we put it into the panini maker.
It's a nice size, too, that you're getting. The portions are very nice.
Then we're gonna add a little bit of honey. We add a little butter to that, and there we go. In about a minute, it'll be done.
I'm here with Kathleen Bowes, and the Hikers Cafe number 13 is known for their coffee, right?
Yes.
All right, so what are we preparing today?
Okay, today I'm gonna make one of our lattes that's requested the most. It's called the Whitetail. And we get our coffee from a fairly local vendor.
Nice.
And everyone loves it.
And that's considered like a shot of espresso?
This is actually a double shot of espresso.
Ooh, okay.
We have one that's a single for people that don't want as much caffeine.
Okay.
Of course, I prefer the double.
I'm sure most people do, right?
Yes. And then we go over here.
You know what? You could actually smell it already. The coffee grounds smells
know,
so
it's
good.
so good. It is. And so in our whitetail, I use white mocha with this double shot.
Okay.
And these are our mugs that we get from a family in Wisconsin.
They're adorable.
They're made with our logo.
I love the bear having his coffee.
Everyone loves the mugs. And then I add the white mocha. And then I steam our milk. This is the fun part. That sounds great. Everybody loves it.
When you hear that sound, you know it's almost ready.
I know.
We're getting closer. Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then we just pour that slowly along the side so it stays nice and
Look at
creamy.
how nice that looks.
And then we add our whipped cream. So all the whipped cream I make here is homemade. So this for the whitetail actually has maple in it.
Oh my gosh, that's a treat to have the homemade whipped cream.
And then for this one, I just top it off with this little special blend that I made that has 3 different spices in it. That's it, there you have it, our whitetail.
Well, Terry and Kathleen, thank you for having us. We've had a blast, but we need to tell everybody a little more about Hikers Cafe number 13. Tell us about it.
Sure, so we are a breakfast and lunch cafe, and then we have fresh baked goods, and we bake everything from scratch. So we also have every kind of coffee drink that you could want, and we do a latte special every week, so that changes and rotates out.
And one of the pluses here is that your location is terrific. You are in this beautiful area, and you're so close to Ricketts Glen.
Yes, we are just over 4 miles from Ricketts Glen, and we are also surrounded by 50,000 acres of state game lands.
And another fantastic thing is that it's attached to Fishing Creek Lodge, which is your Airbnb, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we bought that Airbnb about 2 years ago, and we completely re-renovated the inside, and all the beds are handmade log beds made by Terry himself. They're
Wow.
absolutely beautiful.
All the wood is local wood. We do have a small portable sawmill. So even the walls, this is all white ash from the dead white ash trees. The beams are all Norway spruce that we
Nice.
strip down and put up and carve different carvings in them. The floor is really unique. We used extra wide slabs that we cut thin for the floor. Some are 40, 45 inches wide. It's spalted maple, and there's local black cherry slabs that run through the epoxy river we put down. We have a farm up the road, and we actually grow different varieties of crab and apple trees for whitetails and turkeys and different wildlife. It's called whitetail crabs, and we ship trees all over the northern states for
And-
wildlife.
That's wonderful.
So we are at 889 Central Road, Benton. You could find us at Fishing Creek Lodge on social media or Hikers Cafe number 13. We'd love to have you stop by for a coffee or to stay at the lodge and go on a great hike at Ricketts Glen or many of the other trails on the 50,000 acres of game lands.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today. We really had a great time, and
It's our
cheers.
pleasure.
Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.